Welcome to Whole Mindset Mastery. Whole is an acronym for wealthy, healthy, optimal life expectancy. Welcome. My name is T. It has been 6 months since I quit my 9 to 5 job back in April of this year, and I have a very exciting news to share with you today. Despite going from 2 incomes down to 1 income, and I have to purchase a used vehicle to replace the other vehicle that wasn't worth plowing more money into, and 2 family trips to Nashville, Tennessee, we have reached a $500,000 milestone in our nest egg. Our October net worth went up by $21,675. That is a 3.26% increase from the previous month. That put our net worth at $687,160. Our nest egg went up by $8,845 in October. That is a 1.78% increase. That pushed us above the $500,000 threshold at $505,077. It's exciting to see our net worth making its way back up, and it's exciting to see our nest egg continue to climb in the right direction. That's after a big drop in April of 2024, where we experienced a significant drop in our net worth, down by 17%, over $136,000 in net worth, and our nest egg was down by $14,000. But since then, from May through October, net worth continued to climb back up, and nest egg continued to climb in the right direction. The bulk of the drop in my net worth were due to 6 figures of unvested stock options from my previous employer, but that was the price I was willing to pay, because I was at the point in my career where one more promotion, one more compensation increase wasn't going to make me any happier. Notice I said happier, because I was happy doing what I do. I was fortunate to work with great people. I was fortunate to work with great managers. I was fortunate to work for a great company, and compensation to go along with it. I cannot speak for other people, but I believe my previous employer was one of the best employer in our area, if not the best. My headspace was there. Intellectually and physically, I can perform at a high level, but my heart space wasn't there. My heart was here. My heart was, instead of me telling you this, why don't I play the clip that I created as a farewell video when I quit my 9 to 5 job. It was a way for me to show the gratitude that I had for the organization, and it's also an opportunity for me to practice my talking head. I'm not running away from I'm running toward a greater purpose, to inform, educate, and inspire people to achieve true freedom. I may not be a employee after, but will always forever be in my heart. Without I would not be able to pursue my passion and purpose. As a refugee, a first-generation immigrant, and a proud naturalized American citizen, I am living the American dream with upward mobility and freedom. But sadly, despite being the wealthiest nation, the gap between the haves and the have-nots continue to widen. It has been 4 years since the pandemic, but the high cost of living and the outrageous home prices continue to be the burden for a low income and the middle class. I want to pay it forward to this country that accepted me and my family with open arms, with equal opportunity for us to succeed by informing, educating, and inspiring people that American dream is still alive, that achieving true freedom is achievable. I wish the best, because success is beyond the 6,000 employees and it is the local businesses, the mom and pop stores, the suppliers and the suppliers of the suppliers, and a thriving community. My motive starting a YouTube channel is different than most people on this platform. I do it as a way to give back. I do it as a way to help those that are less fortunate than me. And I believe I get that from my single mother, who instilled in me at a very young age to never forget the people that have made an impact in my life and to help those that are less fortunate than us. I stumbled upon Denzel Washington interview, and his quote really sums up why I transitioned from 9 to 5 to doing YouTube full time. He said, there are 3 stages in life. You learn, you earn, and you return. I was in the learn stage. I was in the earn stage. And I believe where I'm at today, I'm in that return stage. I only have 86 subscribers at this point. My approach is not typical, and I don't recommend this to anyone. But I'm very fortunate to be in this position financially to be able to do it full time. I learned this early on from my mom at a young age. When you donate your money, don't worry about what other people do with that money. It is the good deed that counts. And for me, with this YouTube channel, I don't know where my subscriber count will be. I don't know how many people I will end up reaching and informing and empowering to live a true freedom. But what matters is the intent. What matters is what I want to do deep down inside. The only thing that is within my control is to produce the content, and the result is outside of my control. Whether I succeed in reaching thousands, hopefully millions, or fail to do so, just the act of doing what I do today brings me great joy, brings me great fulfillment, knowing that I have a good intent of trying to create equality for all. Okay, I'm getting too deep into the weed. Let's get back to nest egg and net worth update. From April 2024 to October 2024, our net worth increased by $54,535. That's an increase of 8.62%. And our nest egg increased by $44,308. That's an increase of 9.62%. With $505,077, a 4% withdrawal rate, that equates to $20,203 in annual passive income during retirement. For the 183 days or 6 months, our average nest egg growth was $242 a day, or $7,385 a month. Extrapolate that to a full year, that's $88,616 per year. That's an equivalent of $1,704 weekly gross pay, or $42.60 hourly rate. That's our growth since I quit back in April of 2024. But if you look at growth since I started tracking, our net worth grew over $500,000, and that's a 330% increase. Our nest egg grew well over $362,000, and that's over 253% increase. If you look at average growth for the nest egg, that's $159 a day, or $4,800 per month, or $57,961 per year. That's equivalent of a weekly gross pay of $1,100 a week, or $27.80 an hour. Why do I show you this? The reason I show you this is to show the power of money making money. At $57,961, that's a little bit over 1 year of salary for a typical factory employee in my area. And for us to save that much per year, it wasn't possible. You cannot save that much in a year. You have to increase. The only way to get to that kind of rate is to increase as much as you can between your income and your expenses, and take that difference, that savings rate, and allow it to earn money, allow the money to earn money for you. As much as I'm excited to see our nest egg surpasses $500,000, what I hope you get out of this net worth update is to not fall into the trap of the statement I hear all the time. The rich get richer and the poor get poorer. Yes, the rich do get richer, but the poor doesn't have to remain poor or be poorer. Warren Buffett talks about the lottery, the birth lottery. We cannot control what country we were born into, what family we were born into, what circumstances, what environment that we were born into. But what we have control is the action to take us from where we were, from where we started, to where we want to be. All of us have different starting line. I had a different starting line. I was a refugee, living in refugee camp with no running water and electricity. We lived in Long Beach, California, high crime, high poverty area. And I spent every dime that I made up to until 32 years old. But here I am today. Where I was the result of the actions of my past, of my younger self. My young 20s and 30s left me the present of not having anything to show for comes retirement years. But what I did in my late, mid 30s and beyond allowed me to do what I do today. If you're new to this channel, you can look at the previous video about 6 months ago where I shared this free net worth tracker. Feel free to click on the link and download it and modify it to meet your need. Remember, you can learn from the past, but you cannot undo it. You can plan and prepare for the future, but not predict it. Don't dwell on the past. Don't worry about the future. Do take action today.